season is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jaguars and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. yards is the pickup there, and the drive started very nicely. First down.
As we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. 3rd down and 13. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Check. 60 average. Street.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And he hits that, but it carries in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will tie us at 3-3. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A give to ETN running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. ETN once more. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. and most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's completion right there.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 22 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try to field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They got 29 yards on time. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. Caught on the slant. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. But to throw again is Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
18, tight end.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's a quick throw right side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up in. It wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gott.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down and 6 now. this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come to 60. Come 19. Come 19. 65, Jack. 65.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Red on red.
ETN up the middle. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 104 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Another toe for ETN. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
Here we go,
Here's a give to ETN. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So his second field goal now here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now.
It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The tight end in motion right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Panthers about ready to take over. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
Mustang 19, Warriors 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
At the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the set. Unlock line. Unlock line. Go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. Hurry, hurry.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Take Bigsby.
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here we go, shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer. 19 tight. 19. Take.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go street. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hustle.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 37.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. In motion right is the tight end. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first. So now the Panthers down by 6. A little under 1:50 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. From the left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeout. stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the other critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One
out?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
It is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.